Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm breaking down the two trades that I took to take two L's back to back today. Today, I was testing the first trade. I was testing out a strategy that I kind of back tested just to see if it would work. Clearly, it didn't, and I used a little bit too much size with it, unfortunately. So I lost more than I wanted to. But regardless, I just basically back tested a strategy and I just wanted to test it to see if it would work because today seemed like the perfect day to see if it would work. And it was the perfect day to test it, but it didn't end up playing out. So first trade I took, or both trades were actually on SQQQ. So we'll go over to SQQQ. As you can see, I was taking a 1-to-1 here and then a 1-to-1 here. Now this first 1-to-1 was based off of QQQ. So we had the 15-minute high, 15-minute low. And basically what we did was, there's a 15-minute low, okay. So 15-minute high, 15-minute low. And basically what we did on the 2-minute time frame was we bounced right off of the low down here. So we didn't make progress past that after it was established. And we pushed right back up to the top of the range and created this wick. And once I saw this wick, I was like, okay, like I've seen this before. I back tested this before, and I looked at it and thought to myself, it's probably going to go back down towards the bottom of the range. And I wasn't fully targeting the bottom of the range. I was targeting about here or here, just above the bottom of the range. And clearly you can see it didn't end up working. So on SQQQ, I entered here, which also kind of debatable. Could have been a not like the best entry, but we had to wait for some sort of candle confirmation here, right, to show us that we wanted to see downside. So I guess I could have entered somewhere in here, but either way, it would have lost. So this was only like literally 2 cents off from entering right around this area. But essentially, I waited for buyers or sellers on QQQ to step in right here, and then I wanted to see a continuation just down to like this low right here. So we'll go back to SQQQ. Just down to like this low and a little bit past it if I could. And I was just scalping this, so I was doing a 1-to-1 risk to reward. So I just wanted to see a quick scalp. And obviously, like I just let it do its thing, and it basically, right where I entered, ended up being the pivot point to just basically continue moving up. And then all we did was sweep out that high and then start to push back down. So that's all we're seeing right now is price isn't actually coming back down to the bottom of this range. And like obviously I can see that now with the second trade that I took, because with this trade I pretty much lost instantly. It wasn't based off of the shadow supply or anything like that, right? There's no shadow supply in here to keep moving this way, and there's no 15-minute opening range breakout either. It's just based off of trading within the 15-minute orb. So on the second trade, if we go to the 2-minute time frame on SQQQ, we took that right there, which ended up being, if you zoom out, it ended up being like this overnight high. So we took that overnight high and then we started to reverse, and I liked that. So what I wanted to see was just like a further push down, right? A break of structure. So this would have been the low, and then there's a break of structure right here. And then, right, we kind of chopped a little bit. I saw us get rejected by these EMAs, or supported on SQQQ by these EMAs, and then start to push up. And then I entered here, trying it one more time, just a 1-to-1, lighter size, but 1-to-1, just to see if it would work. And clearly it did not. So we came back down, started to push up for a second, and then I just got stopped out, like not too long ago. So today I didn't go against my plan. I wanted to try a different plan or try a different style of trading. And today was pretty much perfect to kind of test that out, but I'll have to fine tune some things in terms of entries. But I'm trying to, be able to take some trades on days that we are ranging. So if I go back to QQQ here, you can see we're basically, like we're outside of the range right now, yes, but we're basically still within it because this overnight high right here, right, is keeping us within this 15-minute opening range, the highs and lows here. So we're just basically staying within that range, But there's been days in the past where we push up to the top of that range and we reject all the way back down, and we push all the way back up and all the way back down. So that was my idea between both of these trades, was that price was going to push us back down to the bottom of the range, and clearly that didn't happen. But we're also not making progress to the upside, so we're still in somewhat of a range day until we actually continue to break to the upside. But overall, those were the two trades that I took today. Both losers, unfortunately. It set me back on the week. I was up on the week, and now I'm down on the week. Down on the week about $100. So that's unfortunate. I pretty much break even over the past like 3 weeks. But this dog's crying. But pretty much break even over the past 3 weeks. So, you know, we're just waiting for another trade. I might try this again, but with lighter size on a different day where we're within range like this again. But other than that, I'll pretty much just be sticking to the shadow strategy and taking trades based off of that. So if you guys haven't already, hit the subscribe button down below and like this video for more videos like this one, and I'll see you guys in the next video.